SS Peter and Paul Major Seminary started the day with mass celebration with the Archbishop.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Peace be with you.
The opening prayer was said.
Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
Followed by talk given by Reverend Father George Ajana.
In fact, for the seminaries, every year they remove a certain percentage.
Today, the Universal Church prays for vocations. So it is all over the world. It's not just here in Nigeria. We are supposed to pray for vocations to the priesthood, to the religious life, even to the marital life. So that people who embrace these vocations, will be committed and they will do what is necessary, what is expected of them. Apart from the prayers, we raise money, we ask people to please support the formation, the training of seminarians and novices, in mission territories. And we in Africa, we are the greatest beneficiaries of the support that we give. So today is a very special day for seminarians, for novices, all those who are in training, and even for priests as good shepherds. We need to pray for our priests, for the clergy in all.
For this, very Reverend Father Dr. Anthony Wirido, Director, Major Seminary of SS Peter and Paul.
The PMS, like Pontifical Mission Societies, like I said earlier, it's pontifical because it has to do with the Pope. We call it mission because it has to do with evangelization. And we call it societies because it comprises of 4 societies: St. Peter the Apostle, Propagation of Faith, Pontifical Missionary Union of Priests and Religious, and Holy Childhood Association.
In absentia as well, but ably represented here is the National Director of the Pontifical Missionary Society, Very Reverend Father Solomon Patrick Zaku.
Well, vocations are a very important part of both human life and life in the church, because basically to accept that you have a vocation is to accept that God's calling you. God is calling you to do something. In the case of vocation in the church, God is calling you to either become a priest or a religious or a good married person. So whatever the orientation is that we have in life, God's call comes to us. And vocation means we are responding to that call. And when we respond to that call, we make our efforts to respond knowing that we're working with God for the unfolding of whatever we're doing into whatever the outcomes are that God expects of us. So Vocation Sunday is very important because it gives us an opportunity to emphasize the call aspect of who we are and what we're doing. But much more than that, it gives us an opportunity to celebrate our vocations, to celebrate our calls, to celebrate our ministries, to celebrate the opportunities that we have as people who are called, and also to raise awareness amongst our people as to what it means to be called. Because not many people even know that they are called, even as they are responding to God's call. And I think that once you put that call perspective in, everything changes, knowing that you're not working alone, but that God is working with you. So I think that's a very important aspect of Vocation Sunday.
Well, of course, it should be considered a privilege to be part of other people's lives, contributing your own quota to ensuring that they become who God wants them to be ultimately, supporting also their parents in bringing them up in the way of the Lord. And of course, because it's a minor seminary school, it's also important that we do that in a manner that they become a good specimen for, or candidates rather, for consideration for the Catholic priesthood. So it's a minor seminary, which implicates that they are being trained to become priests in the future. So it's been fun, it's been good, and it's been considered a privileged time to be with them.
Everything was set as they promised.
As the director of the PMS of Ibadan Archdiocese, we've been making efforts over the years to get everybody involved. Many have been active, some have not been responding. We hope that the lay faithful can also key into the missionary activities of the church, because it's a structure. Like, we are expected that we should belong also to the PMS in our various societies and our various parishes. For example, the Society for the Propagation of Faith. It has to do with evangelization. We know that there are many societies already doing this work, but we can also do it more by giving our time, by giving our talent, and by giving our treasures. When we talk about evangelization, especially in the Archdiocese, we discover that when it comes to the active service itself, many people are withdrawn. We talk about our pious societies. There are many of our young ones who no longer participate actively in all these societies. For example, we talk about Legion of Mary, we talk about Block Rosary, we talk about Sacred Heart of Jesus, we talk about Holy Childhood Association, we talk about Young Missionary Movement, we talk about CYON too. These are key instances that we are expected to participate spiritually and with evangelization. But maybe because of civilization, we now have more of social events than people joining spiritual activities.
The Holy Childhood Association of Ibadan Archdiocese gave a cultural performance. And that is all for today. Stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kayan Ibadan Archdiocese.
Catch the ball, catch your ball. Fast break, pass the ball.
And here comes the carrier with the chance.
Achimugu Juliana, drama queen.